So, a couple thoughts from college football this week. I'm going to start with a recent breaking story that apparently North Carolina players thought that getting up for a program like Wake Forest that may not have as much football culture was going to be a bit of a challenge. And I mean, they were right, they lost. However, my view on things is who the heck are North Carolina football players to be criticizing other football programs' culture? Number one, their football team got a bowl ban a few years back for the whole academic fraud thing. Number two, they haven't been winning the last 2, 3 years. So, what kind of football culture have they had? Like, this is a clown show. These clowns need to sit down and shut up because they lost, and they are hardly ones to be criticizing anybody else and talking about anybody else's football culture and, oh, we couldn't get up for Wake Forest because, they just don't have the name brand. They just haven't had a lot of success. Hold on. Wake Forest has had a whole lot more success recently than North Carolina has in the last 2, 3, 4 years. So I don't understand it at all. It's stupid. It's idiotic. And we can finally tone down the Mac is back hype because, maybe, just maybe, it would behoove North Carolina to try not make it a habit of getting in big holes every game. Just a thought. I don't know. Just an idea. And moving on to Iowa State. Oh my goodness. If hitting your own punt returner, causing him to muff the ball and give it away to the other team is not a way for an Iowa State game to end, I don't know what is. That is so Iowa State. And 18-17 is such an Iowa State final score. That is a brutal loss for Iowa State, and not the first time they outplay Iowa in the last couple years, and yet they leave on the wrong end. So Matt Campbell, who's done a terrific job, still has some work to do with the Cyclones. Notre Dame took care of business. I expect them to not take care of business this week against Georgia. That's going to be a very fun game. Notre Dame, Georgia coming up. Let's talk about Michigan State for a minute, okay? Mark D'Antonio criticized the officiating at the end of the game and whatnot. You had 12 men on the field for a field goal. I don't want to hear it. Your offense, calling Michigan State's offense garbage would be an insult to garbage everywhere. And garbage doesn't deserve that. Garbage does not deserve to be compared to Michigan State's offense. They are just god-awful. I mean, my lord. Michigan State Northwestern this week is going to be like, you thought that LSU-Alabama game back in 2011 was lacking offense? Michigan State Northwestern might be 3-0. For all I know, it might be 2-0. The only point scored might be a safety. Wouldn't shock me. It's going to be like that Iowa-Penn State game years back that was 6-4. That's going to draw baseball comparisons. Yeah, that's what Michigan State Northwestern this week's going to be like. By the way, UCF is good. Scary good. UCF is the best college football team in the state of Florida, especially now with Felipe Franks hurt, and it's not even close. I know Stanford isn't what they used to be, but that's a program that's known for being good at defense, and UCF lit them up. UCF just dominated Stanford. The final was 45-27. It wasn't even that close. I expect UCF to go into Pittsburgh this week and win by at least 15. UCF is good, and I think if they run the table, they won't make it, but I think that the committee will respect them a little more this year and actually have a more serious conversation about it this time around.